Razor Sharp Studios, it's time for the Bigdog AC Show. Bigdog AC Show, we're hanging out. We are actually hanging out with some bros, man. We have some bros on the show. K.C.U.F. How you guys doing, man? We have Chris and Ken. What's going on?
Not much. How you doing, big dog?
Well, you know, we're hanging in there. We're kind of enjoying a little bit of the Pacific Northwest weather. It's raining, but we appreciate that. We spend most of the time in the studio anyways.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, we're doing okay. How you guys doing?
Good, man. We've been doing work trying to fix my toilet.
Oh, that's cool. Does that kind of get things going when you're writing songs when you're fixing it?
Yeah. Labor songs about replacing toilets, you know, exclusively.
The song's bridge is really like the wax ring, you know.
Yeah, the wax seal. Yeah. It's a good metaphor.
You put it all together with a wax ring. Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
That's right.
So I got to ask you a question, guys. What exactly do you guys do when it comes to writing songs and when you get into the songwriting part of it all? So, I mean, is it a process of everybody getting together, figuring it out, or you guys put it together and send it off to the other guys, or how does that work?
Anybody can answer.
I'll shoot first.
Okay.
So I would say the majority of it. I mean, Ken and I are the songwriters. We've been playing together since we were like 16, so about half our lives now at this point. And usually it starts with one of us kind of creating either just the structure of a song or just a chorus or just like a little riff that we kind of dig, and we'll do a little phone recording, we'll send it to the other, and we'll bounce it back and forth. Usually by the time we bring it to the other guys, we've got it like fleshed out.
Yeah.
So I would say that's pretty much how we do most stuff.
Yeah, we pretty much just like start on, most of it starts on acoustic and just get sent back and forth, and then we'll kind of jam it out, the two of us. Chris plays guitar, I play drums, and we'll kind of jam it out, the two of us, and then kind of bring it to the other dudes in the band and start adding layers and harmonies and stuff.
Yeah.
So who's the main like writing the lyrics? Who does that? I mean,
Chris.
all you guys, or
Chris probably does about 70% of it. I probably do like maybe 30% of it.
Yeah, I would say that's probably about the split.
Yeah.
And it can depend, it can vary song to song. There's some where it's about that split, some are pretty much down the middle, some are almost all one way or the other.
Yeah.
It is cool to see the songs that get inspired by like other songs that we've sent. Like one of the ones off of the record is based off, like I sent Ken this demo and he liked this one line from it and he took it and like turned it into a whole different song that made it onto the record on the original one we just tossed, because this one was way better.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty collaborative between the two of us.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Were you gonna?
No, go
Okay,
ahead.
I was just gonna say musical influences. Like, what kind of bands do you guys listen to?
Ooh, a little bit of everything, and it changes a lot. Like it's changed a lot since we started the band. Like when we started the band, when Chris and I first started playing together in like our first band in high school together, it was a lot of pop punk. It was a lot of like Green Day, Blink-182. Like that was kind of the
Green Day worship band would have been a pretty accurate for sure.
And then like over time, like we've evolved, got into like more, I don't know, just like melodic punk stuff, emo stuff, just like whatever. And then now like I listen to a lot of pop music. Like I love the idea of a pop song and this like hook that is like this big thing that pulls the song together and everybody can sing along to. And like I love that. And so kind of translating that into like a little bit more heavier like punk and stuff that we do is cool.
Yeah. And I've been getting more into the indie stuff. Like the Boy Genius record has been on repeat for me since it came out. That's been a big one for me. And then all of their solo stuff, Phoebe Bridgers, Lucy Dacus, Julian Baker. That's been kind of my jam recently.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said you started a band when you were 16. What was that band called?
That band was called Anonymous. And it was a name I like stole from somebody else at my high school that just like I think they like named their band that and then like never became a band type of thing. And then like 4 years later, I was like, you know, it's a good band name that I heard one time.
Yeah, we'll take it.
And then that evolved into that bass player moved away or something, and then
he moved to Michigan to go work for Epic.
and then we got a man. You said that was some disdain.
I know.
I don't know why.
We hate how we hate it. I mean, everybody in the medical world kind of hates Epic, but and then we like then we changed like the name to Backdoor Key, which was another stupid name, and then the bass player and the other guitar player from that band, like they lived kind of far away in New Hampshire, and it was like getting hard to do practices and stuff. So we put out a couple EPs with that band, and then sort of ended that, and then finally we were like, all right, whatever the next band is, it's just the two of us, and then anybody can come and go, but like it's just the two. It's our band.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah.
Sort of where this came from, and
So after Ken came up with 2 bad names, then I came up with the 3rd bad name.
So what is the K.C.U.F? What does that mean?
it's just the F word backwards.
Yeah, basically.
I think they can say fuck. Can we say
Can
fuck?
you guys
Oh,
swear?
you can't. You can fucking cuss all you fucking want.
Well, it's fuck backwards, but the joke was that it stands for Ken and Chris's undecided franchise, and that was like what we forced into the K.C.U.F.
Yeah.
Well, just in case somebody has a problem with the fuck, you guys can just say that and everything.
Yeah,
else.
It's Ken and Chris's undecided franchise.
Yeah. Oh man. And
Which
you guys are in Lowell, Massachusetts, right?
Yeah, we're kind of based around that area. So I live in Drake, which is like the next town over, and then
Okay.
Chris used to live in Lowell and went to college there, and then you live in Nashua.
Yeah, I live right over the border in New Hampshire, and Lowell to Boston is sort of like our center of gravity, I would say.
Yeah, we play in Boston mostly.
Well, we heard that Lowell is the Venice of America.
It is.
Yes, you heard correctly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to
fact.
explain that?
Just got a bunch of canals.
We were just like walking around the city one day, like shooting the shit. Were you even with me, or did I send you a picture?
No, I was with you. I remember. So we were tooling around some like, I don't know, fall or spring day, and like the whole downtown area of Lowell is actually a national park. Even though it's also got businesses and bars and shit.
Yeah.
And so they have all these like placards around that are like informational or about like what you're looking at. It's an old mill city. And so one that we like came across just said the Venice of America. And I was like, what?
What? And it was like, and so Lowell has a lot of canals. They dug a ton of canals for all the mills.
Yeah.
And so it had like the most advanced or like biggest canal system in America at some point. I think also Holyoke, Mass has like a really big canal system.
So that's the other thing, is that multiple cities have claimed to be the Venice of America.
But if you know, like Lowell is sort of known for being shitty, even though like it's really not that shitty anymore. Like,
It's on the up and up.
that's what it's known as. So just the idea of like Lowell being the Venice of America was fucking hilarious to us. And like we've been trying to run with that bit, even though none of us live in Lowell anymore.
Well, I'm sure everybody that will watch this in Lowell will probably be like, "Thanks, guys."
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's so funny though. Are there shirts made of that? I'm wondering. Mugs.
Not yet.
We want to. We have a whole plan. We were gonna call the record the Venice of America, and then it just like didn't fit as like a title for the new record. So we like.
I thought maybe
we're gonna put one out.
You guys do a song called "Venice of America" would be pretty good.
Yeah, the record though, that would be cool.
Yeah. You just put a new record out in August.
We did, August 11th, we dropped our new album. It's called 100 Poses.
Mm-hmm.
We've been working on it for
2 years.
Yeah, almost 2 years. We started writing it during the pandemic, of course, and it's been a fun little process.
It has.
Wow.
We watched actually a video the other day. Yesterday, it was yesterday, of PFB, the song PFB.
Yeah.
Also
cool.
unadvisable to name a song letters when your band name is just letters. Because a lot of people are like K.C.U.F, PFB. Like LMNOP,
Yeah. How do we look that up on YouTube?
Fucking letters.
The next album's called The Alphabet. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna
That's
get.
perfect.
I love that.
Here's the alphabet.
Yeah.
Any plans? Do you guys have any plans touring? You guys got anything coming up where you're going to be out playing with bands, or you're just playing locally, or are you actually going to come up this way or come out this way, or what do you got?
We got no plans to be on the West Coast yet, but that would be awesome. I'd love to do like a run of shows, just like fly out and then just borrow gear and do a run of shows. So if there's any bands I want to play with us,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, no, we've been trying to play around. So we mostly, you know, we play in the Boston area a lot, and then with the record out and stuff, we've just been trying to like do weekenders and just do one off. So like the record after the record release, like we played Boston, and we went up and we played New Hampshire in like Dover, New Hampshire, and then we went out the next weekend. We did New York and Connecticut, and played there, and then we're hitting Providence next month. I think it's like November 3rd.
Yeah.
I think we're down in Providence with our friend's band. So we're trying to get out. I used to do the touring thing like kind of full time with like a punk band for a couple of years. And that was cool, but exhausting. So like we're trying to do more like weeks, you know, a week at a time here or there, like a long weekend, like just get out, play music for people.
Yeah. So if people want to find where you're going to be playing, where do they find that?
Best spot is Instagram.
Instagram
is the most reliable thing at K.C.U.F the band. We're okay about updating the Facebook.
Yeah, that's more you than me. I can't stand Facebook.
Yeah, I don't get on the social media. That she does all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and then like I don't know, we should probably use our Bandcamp or something to also put updates.
is that where you
Instagram's the best place.
yeah. Is that where Instagram? Can you get the new album there? I mean, can you go there and get that record?
There's a link. There's
yeah,
a link
the link.
It,
yeah, there's a link on Instagram. Yeah, I mean we're on Bandcamp like a lot. Like all of our music's on Bandcamp. Our merch is on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
So that's a good place if you're trying to get the music. And I think that's just KCUF.bandcamp.com. I think.
Yeah.
Now, do you have to put the K.C.
No,
You okay?
URL.
Because I was doing that when I was looking everything up, and I'm like,
yeah.
But thank you for putting the periods in. Ken is very insistent on the periods.
Like in text, it's always with the periods.
That's funny.
Yeah. So what is now the new album? We talked about the new record. What is your favorite song on the new record, Ken? What's your favorite song on the new record? I know they're probably all your favorite, but
you know what? I'll say this. I got to write a couple songs on the record and sing them and stuff, and it was kind of the first time like really like I brought like songs to the band and we really fleshed them out and stuff. So there's a song on there I wrote called Falling Off a Bridge. That was just like a super personal song. I wrote it, you know, kind of during the pandemic, and like just compared to like the other ones on there that I did, like I actually really like how this one came out and feel really good about it. So not to pat myself on the back too much, but I'm just happy with it. I'm happy with what the band added to it. I'm happy with how it sounds. I'm happy with how it was received by people, and like it's just fun. And at the record release show, I got to sing it. We had a friend filling on drums, our friend Allie, who's like badass. Yeah, she played drums on it, so I could sing it and play guitar, and it was like one of the best moments of my life. It's just like, oh, I can go up there and not be behind the drums and just like sing and scream to like my friends. And it was
Yep. Well, we'll have to get a copy of that CD and check it out for sure.
And then Chris,
Chris, what about you? What's your favorite one on the new album?
Yeah, it's tough. I'm gonna force myself to just give one answer. It's PFB. It's kind of the big single we did. I would say it's not complicated, but like probably the most effort that's gone into like arranging a song we've done. There's like a lot of different parts happening in it. So there's like a piano part, there's an organ part, and it is just it has a strong like kind of emotional hit in the middle of it. And so you know, it was my favorite when I wrote it, and as we were recording it, I was like really worried about getting it right or whatever. And so then getting it out into the world and then people reacting really positively to it has just been like just the craziest feeling. It's also the song that we noticed before the record came out, because we've been playing these songs for like a year and a half or whatever. People were starting to like learn the words for it at shows and like sing it back to us, or like asking for like demo versions of it so they could learn the words. And so that was just like that song's always gonna have a special place for me.
Wow, that's awesome. What about the idea for the video?
That was all Ken's brother Jeff.
Oh,
We
wow.
are not. I'd say we're decent musical artists. Visual art, I severely struggle in.
I especially as I've gotten older, have had much more of an approach to art of like, I want someone to just run with it, whether it's a tattoo or a music video or a flyer for a show. Like, you're the artist. You're like, I like your style. Like, you take your vision and do this. So yeah, my brother Jeff, who's like, you know, an honorary extra member of the band, like, and homie, and the dude who got me into punk rock and the Boston music scene and stuff. He is, yeah, super creative person and like a photographer, and you know, works a little bit in videography as well. And just was like, I have this idea for this video. Like, I've got my old camcorder from when I was a kid. What if like every time you put the camera up, the band was in frame, but when you put the camera back down, the band wasn't in frame, and it cuts all the shots on the old tape, like, you know, 90s like whatever. Nah, it's not VHS, but like whatever, that kind of like mini tape camcorder footage, and like it's the band. It's kind of like a emo daytime Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
so,
it was a great video though.
It was
great.
actually really good.
Yeah, it was all him. And like it was just like, I was like, Jeff, whatever you want to do it. Tell us where to be. Like, we trust in your vision. And yeah, he did a fucking killer job. That was the first music video he's ever done. So
Oh wow. Oh, great job. More things for him to come, huh? Probably.
I hope so. Yeah. I mean, fucking hit him up.
Great.
What was the house the bass player was standing in the garage and
that's my house.
That's your house?
That's
well, that was a construction site across the street. We're probably doing a construction site. It's fine.
And I have a question. Oh, go ahead. Were you gonna?
I was gonna say, no proof of that anymore because they finished construction. So
yeah, we had to. Yeah, we couldn't do reshoot.
We were like, today's the one day we can do it.
We couldn't do reshoot.
I'm like, man, these guys have a really nice house. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like
it was a plaza.
Yeah, it's like a plaza or whatever across the street from my house. But then the rest of it, like the shots where we're in front of like the red garage, that's my house.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
And where did that skeleton bodysuit come from?
Yeah.
I ordered it off Amazon because I said earlier I'm a big fan of Phoebe Bridgers, and she's kind of like that. That's kind of her thing.
Like her like uniform.
You know, she wears like, it started off as like the skeleton onesie, and now it's like, you know, the skeleton motif.
Yeah, now like, she wears like a $60,000 skeleton pearl dress or whatever on stage. But you know,
oh yeah, I actually had a chance to see her when she did Saturday Night Live. I think she did that. Yeah. That was pretty. Was it Saturday Night Live? I remember seeing her, and she was really, really good.
Yeah,
really
she's super cool.
Yeah,
but so that's, I mean, like, well,
yeah, so we stole it from her.
Yeah.
I mean, the song was sort of, I mean, the song title, yeah, it was inspired by her because I listened to like the whole Strange in the Alps record like back to back, like 4 times in a row, and I was like, wow, I can never do that again because I feel clinically depressed now. But then also like that's kind of when I started writing that song, and I was like, Phoebe fucking Bridgers, PFB.
Oh yeah, okay. That's what that was. I was going to ask you. That's cool.
Many acronyms.
So if,
yeah, you guys love the acronyms. PB and J.
What
else you want to
do? K.C.U.F.
Yeah. PBR. Yeah.
Yeah, PBR. Yep. And you're drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Somebody sponsor us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We keep trying to get that done too. I drink Mountain Dew all the time, but they haven't sponsored me yet.
Oh my God. I used to drink so much Mountain Dew, and then it just like burned my esophagus out.
Yeah, I've been drinking it since I was 10 years old. So
5 years now.
I think I'm like iron. It's just now.
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, I'm only 21, and
well, usually
I look 50, but I'm only 21.
Usually when we do these shows, we're usually drinking beer and we're, you know, having a few beers, but it's 12 here. If I started drinking beer now, I'd be done by like 4, sleeping next to the toilet with the new ring. Yeah.
On that.
Yeah. So I have a question for you, and I always ask this. I want to know, Allegedly Records, how they treating you, because back in the day, I did rock radio for so many years, and I was always dealing with the record companies and all that. And I heard a lot of stories about, you know, them not being cool. And then there's a lot that took care of their people and stuff. I was just curious. I always ask, How are the
Yeah,
how,
I mean, we're not technically like signed to Allegedly or anything like that. We just sort of like we've been working with them for like PR stuff. So, but they've been cool. Yeah, Amy's super nice. She's super friendly, and like, yeah, it's been chill.
Yeah, and they do a lot with the scene. They're very supportive of the scene.
right,
and-
right.
Yeah, they are very supportive.
Yeah,
it
she
looks like.
seemed very cool when we talked to her and stuff
Yeah,
like
she's
that.
super nice.
So
Yeah, so it's
we
been
want to
good.
keep working with her, and you know, yeah, have you written any new songs for? I know the new album just came out, but a lot of bands they'll write, you know, stuff ahead of time to get something else in the can. Do you guys have anything else going on other than that?
We're kind of in the demo stage of a couple of them,
Right.
and like the sending stuff back and forth.
Yeah, we're in the phone recording stage for sure.
Yeah.
It was, and when we've done previous albums, it's been that way for us, where like we'll have like kind of songs loaded. Something about this one, I don't know. We finished recording it, and then I was like, I think between finished recording it and then just also like life, I got married that year, I think. Yeah. And so I was just like, I didn't write anything for like a while because I was like, I had just like flexed the creative muscle like really hard, and I just needed to like absorb life experience for a while, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've been kind of quiet writing too. I haven't really been churning as much out.
Okay, are you guys getting ready for Halloween though? Are you Halloween people?
Do you
We
do
are.
Halloween stuff?
We're medium Halloween people.
Medium Halloween people is a great way.
Yeah.
We don't have the 12-foot skeleton, but
Yeah, but
I
my
would love
wife's
to
a big
have
Halloween.
one.
I would love to.
My wife's been decorating the house for Halloween, so we've got all the spooky ornaments out and stuff, and we're having a Halloween party next weekend. So
Awesome. Okay, we'll be there.
Yeah, we'll
Just
come out.
send
you
us
guys
Yeah,
want to come? Fly out,
Come
Yeah.
through.
come through.
Yep.
Well, Big Dog's not a big Halloween person. I am,
Yeah.
so I'm dragging him with me.
I didn't
Every
used to
holiday.
be.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. The kids, it's all about the kids coming up, and I always want to make it scary. And then, oh no, we can't really scare the kids, but I want it to be scary, so you get a reaction out
Yeah,
of
they
it.
used to scare the crap out of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not anymore. No. So we got some stuff in the front yard, but you know, I'm sure she'll want to add more before we get closer to that.
Oh, whenever we can. And horror movies. Do you guys watch horror movies?
I'm not a big horror guy. Again, my wife, big horror movie lady. She loves horror movies.
It depends on the type of horror. Like gore, I can't super mess with. Like the super like the Saw movies are kind of like a little much for me, but like
Mhm.
I like the kind of classic horror, which I know is can be kind of like schlocky or sticky sometimes, but like that stuff I like, or like I love a good like B horror movie that's just like kind of crappy in all the best ways.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
Like a chimera monsters, like it's
Yeah.
on Halloween or whatever.
Yeah, that
Thanks.
kind of thing.
What's
I
the
dig
turkey?
that.
What's the turkey one? Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like a sci-fi horror movie. Like, I mean, Alien and Aliens are two of my favorite movies, like ever. Like, I love that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Jaws a horror movie. You know,
it
that
could
kind of
be.
shit I love.
I'm a big shout at the TV screen person.
Oh.
So
Yeah. Like, don't go
See-
down in the basement. Turn the lights on.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop!
That's how Snacks is. He's on our show also,
Yeah.
related to Big Dog.
Yeah.
But I love watching horror movies with him because he's always like, oh my God, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Oh my God. Oh, they're gonna go in there.
Yeah.
They're gonna die. Okay. And
that's
it's
him.
like it's fun just to watch him watch
I
the
love that.
movie. And it's
Yeah.
like, just calm down. It's just you gotta watch the story first.
Yeah, I can't mess with like ghost possession, haunting things crawling on the ceilings. That's a hard no for me. Monsters, like that sort of horror is fine. Like
You would
even
hate
the occasional
hate
serial killer.
Hereditary. Have you seen
I
Hereditary?
can't fuck with that. No, I'm not fucking with that, dude.
Oh yeah, I've seen Hereditary. Good movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, we appreciate you guys coming on the show. We really do.
Yeah,
We'd like to maybe talk to you again in a little while and find out what else is going on.
yeah,
and,
you're updated.
And we'll send you
Oh,
some
yeah.
shirts too. We have shirts, and we'll send you
That's
some
awesome.
Oh, yeah.
shirts. And
Yeah.
you know, we got some more stuff coming up, new shirts that we're printing out with some different logos on the back and stuff. So we'd like to send you that. We do
Sick.
appreciate you guys coming on the show, taking the time out from your toilet duties to come on the
Yeah,
show.
Duty.
we're like Mario and Luigi over here, baby.
Before I forget, I was
We got
listening.
Ken, we got Chris from K.C.U.F on the show. And what were you going to say, Chris?
I was gonna say before I forget, I was listening to a previous episode. I know that AC was looking for name suggestions for a Portuguese bakery,
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
which my mom's side is Portuguese. Love the massa at Easter.
Yeah.
I feel awful that you don't have a bakery out there. What if you did AC all the comidas?
That sounds good. Oh, because of the AC.
There you
You
go.
guys really like those acronyms.
Hey, if you got a thing,
We do like acronyms.
We like
Yeah.
bits.
Yeah.
Bit City.
That is
Stick
good.
with it.
I'm actually working on starting my masa spada this week. So I'm really
yeah.
gonna I ordered the pans, I got everything going. I'm gonna start posting and I'm going, maybe we can send you some.
Oh my god, that would be huge.
We'll take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Please.
she just has wanted to do this for a long time. So
Yeah.
now she's going to get an opportunity. She put it out on something that's local, and everybody's just like, I want you to do it. You know, there's none of that around here. So
Yeah. Well, so in Massachusetts, East Coast, there's a lot of Portuguese people out there, aren't there?
There's a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Southern Mass, there's a bunch, and then as you move like kind of in from there, it's like a mixture of Portuguese or Brazilian, which depending on who you talk to is the same thing or complete opposite.
Complete opposite.
Yeah.
Hello. I mean,
I'm
yeah.
on the complete opposite train.
Yeah.
but-
yes. That's awesome. That's awesome though. I did not know you're Portuguese.
Yep.
So that's amazing.
That's
I love
great.
that.
Yeah, we're gonna send you some Portuguese stuff too. So there
yeah.
you go. We appreciate you guys coming. Really
Yeah,
do.
thanks for having
Hanging
us.
out with us. We'll get with you again down the road when you guys got some stuff going, new stuff, whatever you're doing, maybe
Yeah.
putting in a dishwasher or something. We can get a hold of
Yeah.
you then.
No, I already
let
did
us know.
that.
Yeah.
We've done that too.
Yeah, we've
Old
done a
house.
little bit of everything. Yeah. Appreciate you guys coming. Let's get in touch again down the road.
Yeah,
We'll send you
thanks.
some shirts and definitely stay in touch. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much.
Yep. Nice
Yeah,
talking
thank
to
you
you
guys.
guys.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Thanks.
Bye.